We mentioned yesterday, Chodesh Shvat is the month of the Dli, the bucket, which in the Lashon of the Mikra, which means in the Torah itself, when we speak about the bucket, we speak about Kdi, a Kad. And in fact, Ibn Yisachar tells us that when we speak about Chodesh Shvat, and we look throughout the Torah, we find how many things transpired by the well, where there was a Kad. For example, the Zivuk, that Eliezer, who was instructed to go and get a shidduch for Yitzchak, had to find the zivuk at the well, and he had to tell the lady, or the lady had to tell the lady, Ashkini namet mami kadeich, v'amoshe say, v'gam ligmalecha eshtei, all the water and all the bucket and all the well. That's all about the Torah Kedusha. Why? Eliezer of Avram was called Damesek Eliezer. So Chazal said it was Damascus. Deile umashke mitrash shel Rabbi. He would draw and he would water out from the Torah of his Rebbe. That means the message, as we pointed out yesterday, was that the Torah that we were given as a gift, we have to disseminate, we have to teach, we have to live by it. And that's why Klal Yisrael are called the Mazel of Deli. That's Chodesh Shvat. Listen even further to how special this month is. Somehow we forget that in Parshas Dvarim, it speaks about, right in the beginning, Be'ashteyas al-chodesh, be'echad al-chodesh, diber Moshe, es kol divrei HaTorah azos, and he gave a whole review of the entire 4 books. The entire Arba Chamish of the Chamisha Chumsh Torah were reviewed Mishnah Torah when? Rosh Chodesh Shvat. So Rosh Chodesh Shvat is an amazing time to wake up and to reconnect to Talmud Torah, to study of the Torah, but not just the study, to realize that there's really nothing. Clarity. Answers to everything in life. Yes, sometimes it's not always, it's hard. And we have to go to the Chacham, the people that really are able to delve in and know exactly the answers from everything. And not everyone has all the answers. Even the Gdolei Hador don't have the answers to everything. But the more we're connected, the more we have a different life. The more the Torah teaches us how to be a mensch, how to be a better person. It's amazing how deep insight, sometimes you look at Rav Zilberstein. In this week's Pal, she has a very interesting, in Bochinav, she has a story, a guy that came to him, looked very angry. So Rav Zilberstein said, it looks like you're pretty upset. He said, yeah, I'm very upset. I'll tell you what happened. I'm driving down the street, and I see a lady with bags that she have produce that she just bought in the store, and her 2 kids, and she's waving me down. And I'm thinking, okay, listen, should I not? Anyway, I stopped my car. This is in Bnei Brak, I think. Anyway, so she says, listen, I tried to order moniyot, taxis, it didn't come, please do me the favor. Fine, he lets her in. So she's in the back with the 2 kids, and they start driving. And though I think she was sitting in the front, because it says that after a few minutes, the policeman stops them. What happened? She's not wearing a seatbelt. She's not wearing a seatbelt, so he gets ticketed. I guess the law is that if someone is driving with you, see, I forgot already all the rules of driving. But if you have someone in you that's driving with you and they're not seat belted, you get points on your license. And he was very upset. And he was so upset that he told the lady, I'm charging you for the charges that I'm going to suffer. So she said, listen, I'm not paying you. I'm going to go ask my Rav. She took his number down. She said, thank you for the ride. And then she called him up and said, my Rav said that I don't owe you anything. I'm butter. So this person was quite upset. And he asked Rav Zilberstein, what the right thing to do. He said, first of all, Rav Zilberstein said, I would agree 100% with the Rav. Why is that? Because when someone doesn't put on the seatbelt, it's not the right thing to do. It's true. It's risky. However, you don't have to start the car. And therefore, you're the one that's responsible, not she. Now, this person, after Rav Zilberstein placated him and made him feel a bit better and said he did a chesed, but he was trying to show him that even though we think we're 100% right, what do you mean? That Pilater, you owe me money. No, you don't owe me money. He said another example. Sometimes you're on an elevator. Interesting, Shale. Let's say the elevator says you can only have a capacity of 6 people. Fine, 6 people on the elevator. A 7th person comes on. So the 7th person comes on, and then they start moving up, get stuck. And now the person on you're in the elevator, and you lose time from a job, and you lose money, and you're all upset. And who's to blame? So everyone would think, yeah, of course, the 7th person that walked onto the elevator. So Avzim says, not true. You know who's to blame? The person that pressed the button and went and made the elevator go up. Why? Because that person did the action. These are just examples. Torah is so filled with fascinating wisdom. It's nonstop. It's like the Torah, like the pasuk says, "Rechavi minei." There's no limit. But our connection to the Torah is what gives us life. It gives us geschmackheit. It gives us clarity. And the bracha that I want to give specifically to Chodesh Shvat is that we should have a new review. Mishnah Torah, that it should be at the beginning of really getting the geschmackheit. You know, in Harivna, my friend who started Harivna, the most amazing organization now of kids that love learning. Why? Because they're reviewing. You review and you review and you review. You start getting into it. Gets into you, and your mama just feels part of you. That's how Torah should be behaving. Have an amazing Chodesh. Good Chodesh.